in general mean the teaching that help you to liberate yourself, to liberate yourself from your own sufferings, and to attain enlightenment. So we can explain Dharma like the truth, the Four Noble Truths, sufferings. In Buddhism, the most important teaching is first, recognize suffering. Not to go away from suffering, but try to identify the real cause of suffering. And to end suffering. And there is the way to end suffering. So this is the Four Noble Truths. Suffering, the cause of suffering, the end of suffering, and the way that leads to end suffering. This is the Four Noble Truths. So all Buddhist teaching focus on the Four Noble Truths. Every single teaching focus on this one. Suffering. How to end suffering. A monk, nuns, a lay person, any person. First, focus on how to realize suffering and how to end it. This is the end goal in Buddhism. So we believe Christian or Buddhism have different philosophy, but absolutely we share the same practice. We are suffer, and we go different way, but we also focus on how to end our own suffering. So this is the common teaching in all kind of religion. Of course, in Christian, the concept of suffering, of human suffering, always relates to the concept of sins, original sins. But in Buddhism, we don't have original sin, but we have ignorance. Ignorance. This is like the original sin. We call it ignorance. So, Dharma is the teaching of the Buddha. And Sangha, what does it mean, Sangha? Sangha is the Buddhist community that lives in harmony and awareness, such as monks, nuns, and people follow the path of the Buddha. Is it clear? So, Buddhism is real Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. That's enough for you to understand. Yeah. Very simple. From the beginning, it's very simple. And now we go to the definition. Please. Buddha is an enlightened one. So Buddha is not God, because there is only one God. But Buddha is different. The Buddha said, I am a Buddha and you are the Buddha to be. It means every single person has the ability to become a Buddha. Anyone, even animal, even ghost or devil, evil one, or spirit, also had the ability to become a Buddha. But they had to go through a million times of lives, like I explained to you in the concept of samsara. They have every single life, they have to improve their quality, the quality of the mind, in order to reach higher level. So, Buddha not a personal God. Buddha is a person who obtained enlightenment. So any person, anyone can become a Buddha. But please remember, in the history of human beings so far, 2,500 years, there is only one Buddha. It's not easy. It's not easy. Don't tell me, yes, after you listen to me 45 minutes and you practice a few minutes and you become a Buddha. No, it's not happened that way. It's really difficult. It's the whole journey. The whole journey. A long, long journey from a human to a noble or the holy man. It's a real journey to change our mind, to change our life. It's really difficult. Just like a habit, a habit. Every day we wake up, we have a coffee, for example. If you smoke cigarettes, all smokers understand that smoke is dangerous to their health, but it's not easy to quit. See? It's not easy at all. Just a simple habit. But in Buddhism, the habits, we call the habitual karma. The habits will become karma. So when you change your karma, it's not easy because some karma, new karma, but some old karma, it's been karma from the past life. It's really difficult to change. So that is explained why some people, they are the same, they was born in the same family, the same parents, but some children is very good, some very bad, some very intelligent, and some ugly, and some beautiful, different, depend on personal karma. So to become a Buddha, you have to deal with your own personal karma. Different way, very different way. And Dharma, the noble path leading to enlightenment or the final ultimate liberation. So if we go deeper, Dharma means the truth. Dharma means philosophy. Dharma means teachings. Dharma means the methods. Or Dharma means the way, in general, you can improve your life, change your life, and you can reach a higher level, enlightenment. So the terms Dharma is very complicated. Very complicated. When you explain Dharma at the teaching of the Buddha, it's simple. But when you explain Dharma as an ultimate truth, it's different. When you say Dharma as an ultimate truth, it's like God, ultimate reality. We have to go through the theology system, to a long discussion, in order to understand why Dharma is the ultimate truth. Everything in our life is Dharma. So difficult. But basically, Dharma means the noble truth, the teaching to enlightenment, a philosophy. The philosophy of to enlightenment. And Sangha. Sangha, those spiritual practitioners who live in awareness, harmony, and purity. So Sangha means people come together, but they have to share the same interest, so that they can live in harmony. So that's why the Sangha at least must be, originally, must be monks and nuns, because they live together. But now we expand the concept of Sangha to lay person, because we share the same belief, we share the same teaching, even though you have your own separate family. So now Sangha means the community that live together. and they just share the same belief and the same practice. So like when the San Pedro hosts a retreat for 3 days, different kind of people come here for 3 days, for example. So of course they are different, but when they come here, they become the same. Eat the same time, sleep the same time, eat the same meal, study the same teaching. They all the same person. And more important, they all worship God. The same belief. So we call that a Sangha, the Christian Sangha. You give me some motivation. And now we go to class 6, the teaching of the Dharma. The teaching of Dharma, division of the Eightfold Path. So when we explain Dharma as the teaching to enlightenment, so in Buddhism we got the Eightfold Path. Eightfold Path is mean like a freeway that has 8 lanes, not just a different way, the same freeway with different with 8 lanes. So Eightfold Path. First, right view, right thinking. This belongs to wisdom. And right speech, right action, and right livelihood. It belongs to the group of ethical conduct. And right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration or meditation. It belongs to concentration. So the teaching that the Buddha gave to help us to liberate from our own suffering. Even different method, different teaching. But all focus on 3 elements. First, ethical or morality, Buddhist ethic teaching. It's the right speech, right action, right livelihood. And the second one, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration, and the final, right view and right thinking. We can separate it different groups, but it's come together, it's support together. Like I said, the Eightfold Path. When you get on the freeway, you can change in the 8 lanes, you can change the lane in the freeway. It supports you how to go fast, how to get the point. So, but the most important is right view. If I don't have a right view, how can I keep it? For example, this is a flower. If I don't see it, how can I touch it? How can I perceive it, the beauty? So the first thing I have to do, stop running around and look at it carefully and deeply, so that this is a flower, I can hold it, I can touch it. So the right view is very important. If you misunderstand the way, how can you satisfy what you want? Like you cannot sleep, see, and you want to take a sleeping pill, but you take the wrong one and you stay up all night. See, so right view is very important. Right view very important from the basic level. And right view, when fully developed, we call this enlightenment. So all focus on enlightenment. So we finish half of the class today, 6th slide, and we have another 6th slide. And please go to 7, philosophy. We return to the concept of Buddha. The Buddha said that every human being or every sentient being has the Buddhahood nature, the Buddha nature. And when we practice in Buddhism, we do not focus on praying, but we focus on how to develop the Buddhahood within. Because every single one needs to become a Buddha. So even you are Christian, a Muslim, you still have the Buddhahood within your life. It's not mean you become a Buddhist, but the Buddhahood means the nature of enlightenment, the ability to become enlightenment. So every single person, no matter who you come from, where you come from, who you are, Christian, Muslim, Judaism or Hinduism, every single one has the Buddhahood. It means the seed of enlightenment in your mind, in your life. So our stars, our job be how to develop that Buddhahood, the Buddha nature. And in Buddhism, the Buddha nature